Mechanic close by me. It's about finding the right auto repair shop near you. You got to building trust, getting quality service. The relationship goes both ways, right? So if you're trying to find an auto shop near you, auto repair shop, you can go with dealerships or you can go with aftermarket. The reason that the aftermarket exists to begin with is because the dealerships didn't do a very good job. I mean, let's just be honest about it. So the reason that you're going to want to use a local mom and pop shop, and I don't mean like the big box store things, and I'm not talking about the ones that have 109, 100, 500, 900 different locations. I mean, do they have a spot? Yeah, but I mean, if you truly want to get the best deal going on as far as build a trust, get quality service, then you have to find the right shop. And the right shop is normally owned by somebody that has gotten into the industry through one way or another, but they own their own business. They have people working for them that are worried about you, the customer. It's customer first. You would think that if you have 900 stores, 1,000 stores nationwide, it's customer first. No, it's not. It's money first. And I'm not saying that, the mom and pop shop won't have money and don't need money and they don't have a profit. Of course, they need a profit. They have to make a profit. Otherwise, why do it? Then they're not going to be able to stay in business. And the technicians, I mean, the technicians, the mechanics, I mean, they are true rocket scientists. They have to know what they're doing. They have to be trained constantly. I mean, 40 hours a year worth of training. No, we're talking, they're on the job training constantly because of all of the new technology that's hitting. Used to any kind of car would come out and the same kind of car would be out for 10 years, 14 years, and it would have the same engine would be in multiple different lines and multiple different everything. I mean, back in the day, we could tell what was going on with it. Oh, that car, I know what's wrong with it when it pulled into my parking lot because the same thing was wrong with a bunch of them. So, but that's not the case anymore. So if you want to have a good relationship and be able to trust the mechanic near you, then what you have to do is you have to understand your responsibility and you have to understand their responsibility. So, they're be called technicians, they can be called mechanics, but it's normally front counter people that you're going to be dealing, not the actual technician. So, and if you think that lying to the front counter person or lying to the technician is going to save you money, it's going to cost you money. So don't even consider for even a split second that don't give full disclosure. The more disclosure that you give, the more honest that you are, the less money it's going to cost 99 times out of 100. So, and right now, I mean, the people that are in association with this video if you found this video, you're normally found it off of a blog. And the people that are in association with this video that put it on their blog, they are in the game to really take care of the customer. It's customer first. I mean, when they're talking to one of their employees and they're doing a courtesy check or a DVI, a digital vehicle inspection, they understand that that's not a car that they're dealing with. That's a customer. The car is the customer. The front counter understands that the customer, that's you, needs to be taken care of. But you, the customer, need to understand, good customer service starts with communication. So be prepared to actually communicate. And I mean, the people that we deal with, they have the experience, they've got the certifications, they've got a plan for maintenance, there's transparency in pricing, they're committed to your customer, to you, that you're being satisfied with them. So great customer satisfaction, they're building trust. They're going to give you, great peace of mind. It's going to save you so much money in the long run, it's not even funny. And the maintenance is going to be an actual plan. And if you're not going to maintain your car, then it's going to always be breaking. And then as you're looking at the technician like they're stupid. And mm, come on, is a technician, if they're doing their job, if they came up with a plan, if they know how to take care of your car, and you're saying no, why are you saying no? You have to budget. You have to do everything that you're supposed to do. Budget at least 20 cents a mile minimum, and it's 3,000 bucks a year minimum. And then if you drive more than 15,000 miles, which is the average out there, it's going to cost more. Just know that. I mean, you can ask for recommendations. Word of mouth is fantastic. Look for reviews. I mean, you can start with a minor service, but understand something. If you start with a minor service like an oil change or an inspection of some kind, they're going to do their best job to find out what's going on with your car, and they're going to tell you what's going on with the car. So I literally had this lady one time come walking in, and she's like, I'm looking for a new automotive repair store. And I'm like, okay, fantastic. Hopefully we can meet with somewhere in the middle, and I cannot, trust you. You can trust me. And she's like, well, are you one of those shops that every time you come in, there's this big list of stuff that's going on with the car? And I'm like, well, let me ask you a question. So have you ever bought everything on the list? Well, no. And I'm like, okay, so if you've never bought everything on the list, then why would the list not need to be taken care of? Just because you don't think so, I mean, I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm not going to go into your work and tell you how to do your job, but you're coming into my work telling me how to do my job. Yes, we are one of those shops that we are going to find out what's going on with your car. We are going to expect you to actually take care of it. We are going to build a plan for you. We'll work with you. But yeah, ultimately, you need to take care of your car. And she's like, well, and I'm like, look, from the very beginning, you were handed a list. Does the list change very much from shop to shop? And she's like, well, some. And I'm like, of course, some, because we all have different belief systems. But I can guarantee you the shops that I play with, they have a pretty unique, straightforward belief system that takes care of the customer because it's customer first. So you gotta find and go to the right shop near me, auto repair shop near me, mechanic near me, technician near me. I mean, mechanic close to me. Whatever terms you're looking for, you should be looking once you actually pick up the phone or go onto the property. I think that you need to understand that trust and relationship is a two-way street. And I think that the more that we can appreciate that there is a responsibility from both parties in the automotive industry, the customer and the shop, and everything would work out a whole lot. I mean, it just would. If you got to this video from one of the blogs out there, then I can guarantee you the shop that you got to this video from is customer first.